I was not expecting it to just come in so hard and heavy, but I should have known. Oh, it's glitch. Oh shit, she's sick and twisted. Holy shit. The singer's voice is stunning. And the artwork yet again is incredible. Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we will be checking out all Overlord endings. I checked out the Overlord openings the other day. You guys seem to really enjoy that video, so you were requesting that I check out the endings too. So this is me fulfilling that that request. So I'll be checking these out today. There are 1 to 4 endings in this video, so I'm really looking forward to this. You guys have said that the artwork present in these endings is incredible and that I'll really appreciate them. So I just want to, like, you know, see them for myself, and I just really want to get into this. So, you know, I'm not gonna talk for much longer, but if you guys enjoyed the video, please like the video, please subscribe if you haven't already, and, you know, maybe consider sharing it with someone who might enjoy this video. Comment letting me know what you'd like to see next. So here we are, ending number 1. I'm really excited, so why don't we just click play right away. Oh shit, okay. We're getting I was not expecting it to just come in so hard and heavy, but I should have known because, you know, I checked out the openings and that's exactly what they did. Is this Myth and ROID again? Oh my god, look at this artwork, holy shit. These drawings look incredible, like they're so detailed. Also, this is Albedo, correct? Oh shit, she got a dark side? Holy shit. This so easily could have been an opening, holy shit. This is very fitting for the first opening especially, which is really, really hard. Like, it comes in real heavy. Oh, look at the way the wings are drawn. The feathers almost look ribbony, like with her hair flowing through them. That's really, really nice looking. Holy shit. Oh my god. And it just ends just like that. I love this opening for so many reasons. This ending came in so fast, like right off the bat. We don't even get time to get comfortable because there's a white screen which immediately gets blasted by, you know, this really beautiful, beautiful artwork of I think her name is Albedo, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, where she's looking very sad and very lonely, kind of calling out, it seems, for help. But then she goes into this kind of, like, you know, it's almost like a twisted, demented looking stare almost. Like, I remember I made a comment during the openings. I was like, can she be trusted? And I was told that yes, she can be trusted, but, like, this is yet again proving, like, giving little specks of doubt that, like, is she kind of like this sort of manipulator? Because that's what this looks like right now, like, to me anyway. Like, she's kind of calling some sort of shots and, like, you don't really realize it. And, you know, the whole, like, spiderweb theme, she's got, like, a spiderweb on her chest and her clothing. It shows a spiderweb here. This might just simply be a reference to her clothing, but you know, spider webs, like, spiders, you know, they create these webs and they watch as you know, flies, bugs kind of, like, come into their web and they just wait for it to happen. So it's again, like, kind of giving these ideas that she is potentially manipulating situations and just waiting for events to unfold. I don't know if that's really the character she has, because you know, we could see so many shots like this one as well where she's, like, laid out almost bare, and she's open. She's not, like, in a defensive position. Like, she's very open, she's very bare, and it's almost like this sense of safety from her, you know, like, it's, but then, you know, we see this shot right here where she's looking at us and then there's a reflection that kind of shows this real darker evil side to her. So that way I'm not sure if it's kind of like this dual personality thing, or that the version that we see on the outside is what we see on the left here, where she's kind of like innocent and you know, she seems very, very like trustworthy, but the real her and the version that we don't necessarily see all the time is like this real demented, sick and twisted like being on the right. Either way, I think it was sick, and I love that there's so many calls to like imagery that you can kind of interpret it in different ways, especially for someone who doesn't know the series very well. So for me, checking out these endings, this was a really, really fun ending. I love the artwork here. The way her hair is flowing with the feathers from her wings, they almost like blend into one another. And I think that it's really, really well done here. It's almost like the wings are like ribbon-like alongside the hair, and you know, they're flowing, and you know, maybe giving her wings, if she is kind of like a tragic figure, giving her wings kind of is ironic, because you know, wings and flying are often seen as symbolic for freedom, and if she's kind of like this tragic figure who's kind of trapped or isn't able to really do what she wants, I guess, the wings could be ironic for her. The song by, is it Myth and ROID? I need to find where it lists the name of the song. So yes, it says here ending theme L.L.L, which is written, composed, arranged and performed by Myth and ROID. So that's badass. You know, Myth and ROID did opening number 3. So I think it's really cool that Myth and ROID were also on board at the beginning of the series, like the inception, where they did ending number 1, and then they were brought in to do opening number 3. So I think that's really cool. I love when, you know, there's a series that have this composer or performer that you associate with that series, because they do a lot of the work for it. So, you know, OXT did 3 of the 4 openings, Myth and ROID did 1 of the openings, and now they're doing an ending. So I think that's really, really cool, and I do love that so much. And I just now realized as well, the lyrics that are on the screen, "You're the only man who I love in my life," and "Destiny and all." So is she kind of drawn towards the main character, the big skeleton guy? I really should have learned his name in between the time of checking out the openings and endings. I apologize. But is she like drawn to him, and she sees him as some sort of someone who can liberate her, liberate the world that they're experiencing, etc. Like it's really cool. I love the song so much. It was so kick-ass, and I think Myth and ROID have done a phenomenal job here, and I can't wait to check out opening number 2, which we will go to right now. All right, so we're about to check out opening number 2. Here we go. Okay, this is a lot slower. Love it. Is this Albedo again? Another Albedo ending? So she's obviously a very key central figure to the series. Let me turn this up a little bit. I'm not sure what this creature is supposed to be. Is it like a snaky lizard type? Okay. Oh, it's glitch. Oh shit, she's sick and twisted. But while the oh, that's beautiful. The keys playing in the background. The artwork is so stunning here. Oh shit, okay. I thought we were getting a full slower ending, but this is sick. Hydra by Myth and ROID yet again. Look at that, like, symbolism right there, reaching for a rose, but there's thorns around it, kind of blocking her from getting to it. The feathers kind of flowing around it, so she's trapped. She can't escape. The thorns are trapping her too. It's beautiful, really. Like it. The imagery here is sick. Oh shit! I don't know what that's supposed to be, like dripping from her fingers. But that's insane imagery yet again. Holy shit. Yet again, Myth and ROID providing another great ending here. I wonder if the next ending will be OXT then, because OXT did openings 1 and 2, but then Myth and Roy did the third opening, so I wonder if OXT will provide the third ending, which would be a really nice switch up. So first of all, the imagery, the artwork present in this ending, yet again, so beautiful. I love that we got to see more characters this time. We got to see I don't know her name. I should know it because I did actually look it up. Is it Shaltir? Is her name Shaltir? It's something like that anyway. The shot right here of her kind of praying, looking very innocent. Actually, no, is this the princess? Oh, this is a different character entirely. I apologize. Shaltir is like one of big skeleton guys people. This is not her. This is the princess that kind of did a real sick and twisted like smirk during opening number 2, 3. Maybe it was 4 actually. I can't remember, but she did like a really like demented looking smirk and smile in one of the openings. And yet again here, like there's a knight walking behind her, and it zooms in on her, and the screen glitches, and now she suddenly has this really sick, demented looking stare. She's staring down the camera. And that's really creepy, first of all. But then she has like this, like a rapier type weapon, like it's this really thin blade, it looks like, and it's cloaked in this red like misty kind of smoke, and it cuts across the guy behind her. So I wonder if that's kind of symbolic of maybe what happens between her and him during the series, if she's actually some sort of person that we can't trust, and she kills this guy, whoever it is in the background, seemingly for no reason. But immediately after, she switches back to being innocent. So it's kind of like an insight into, can we trust these people? Definitely not. And then right after, it shows, I think it's still her, right, is taking that knight's hand, and she's crying. So I really can't get a read on her, whether this is a fake persona and she's playing to the part of like hopeless princess in love and everything like that. But then we got an insight into the real psyche, the real her, just a moment ago with this shot right here. Like that shit's insane. Like it's really well done. I don't know if this is an important character, but I love the tattoos around them. I think it's a really cool look. It gives them kind of this mythologic kind of appearance. And I'm kind of curious who they're supposed to be, because I don't remember seeing them in an opening, though I might have just forgotten. And it starts with Albedo kind of like with the wings flying up, staring up, kind of like probably longing for someone to help her. Again, like the artwork is so stunning. I'm not sure if it's the same character but two different versions of themselves. The version that is helpless on the left, and then the version who takes matters into their own hands on the right, and what's separating them is this blade that they probably take up to attain what we see on the right. This shot right here, this shot is my favorite in the ending for sure, with Albedo trying to reach out for this rose, like this beautiful thing, this one like thing of beauty that's in this entire ending, surrounded by all this chaos, but she's being held back, and she's bound and she's tied back almost by the thorns. She can't reach it. The beauty is out of her grasp, and she cannot get to this thing that she wants to achieve. Her feathers are flying off to the side, off to the right, because that's kind of again, like, it's ironic that she cannot be free. She cannot reach the right side of the screen. She can't even reach the middle of the screen to this beautiful, rose. And instead, she's bound and tied off to the left, kind of staring out towards the viewer in a longing way that's like she looks almost helpless, though I suspect she's very capable. And I'd love to know more about her character specifically, because she's very interesting from what I've seen from these images and the endings alone. In the openings, I wasn't sure if I could trust her, but in these endings so far, I'm really intrigued, and I want to know kind of more about what her deal is, because she's, to me, the most interesting looking character because of all this imagery and symbolism. But yeah, then we go straight to this shot of her kind of with like this ink, it looks like, kind of dripping from her fingers. It's just like a sense of everything I touch kind of turns to this mush. So I wonder if that's kind of her mind, like where her mind is, and if she thinks that she can't really do anything because anything she does kind of gets tarnished, kind of gets ruined. But within this ending, you know, we never saw any of kind of this darkness from her. It's only kind of like this beautiful helplessness that we see from her specifically. Same with like most of the characters in this ending, except for I think it was the princess, who has this like really creepy demonic smile. So you know, it's very, very, very fun to check these out because of the symbolism that is present within this beautiful, beautiful artwork. I think someone did say in the comments that this is artwork from the light novels, and holy shit, the artwork is so stunning, and I do really, really love it so much. The song by Myth and ROID, yet again, it was so beautiful, especially for the imagery that we were seeing. You know, it kind of has this slower tone to it. The piano keys were so beautiful. They were like just shining through this kind of sadness and like this feeling of sorrow that like the music makes you feel and the images make you feel. But then, you know, it kind of kicks up and it gets pretty like dramatic towards the end. And the song name itself, Hydra, could be representing the fact that a Hydra has many heads. So, you know, there's probably a lot of two-facedness, I guess, within this series, where we see characters who aren't exactly as they seem. I'm guessing that that's kind of what the title of the song is relating to. But Myth and ROID, yet again, with an absolute banger. And I'm really curious now if this is going to be OXT, but we're going to find out now with ending number 3. Right off the bat, I see that our main character is back in this ending. I don't think we've seen him once in any of these other endings so far. So this is pretty exciting, because this goes to show that already it's going to be very different. So I wonder then if that's a sign that OXT is going to show up here. So let us see. Oh shit! It's almost like Linkin Park sounding right at the beginning there. Those like really aggressive. This is OXT, right? This is OXT, surely. Look at that artwork, holy shit. Like, that glowing red eye, yeah, this man cannot be trusted whatsoever. Which I think is so good. Like, that red line just coming through. Holy shit. They are so, like, screwed. Like, this background behind them looks so ominous, with them kind of standing against it. Oh shit, that looked like the Moonlight Greatsword. The character designs are so cool too. Like, look at the way that's drawn. Like, that guy's face, just like... Albedo is back! Oh, everyone is here, okay. Oh my god, this is... I love that guy so much. That guy looks so cool. The one who just uses his hands, his claws. Staring up. What are we staring at? Oh shit. We're reaching. We're reaching. Only for it to be taken away from us. Holy shit. Silent Solitude by OXT. So that's sick. Already great for that alone. The fact that OXT and Myth and ROID have been switching up when they do an opening, when they do an ending. I think that's such a fun idea. And I think that the way that they did it was so cool. So, you know, obviously we got a lot of different characters present in this ending. The song was very like intense. Like, it at the beginning, kind of getting those mechanical sounds, almost like the really harsh, aggressive, like synth sound. I don't know how really else I would describe the sound that's like blaring through at the beginning, almost like a Linkin Park sound. Maybe something like Numb or Crawling, perhaps, where it's got that kind of like tinny like sound at the beginning that's kind of like eerie. And it kind of, you know, puts you a little bit uneasy at the beginning of the ending, and then the fact that we zoom out where like we see a close-up of him, and you know, he's the same character that we know, but the more it zooms out, the more he's shrouded in all this darkness, and the brighter that like piercing red eye becomes, and it's very, very intense, and it's definitely like obviously a really bright red eye like this, it's kind of like gonna clue the viewer in that this guy isn't to be trusted exactly. This guy has definitely got ulterior motives. As soon as that red eye fades out, you know, we get a little bit of darkness, but even then you can still see a little bit of the red eye right there. And it goes straight into this where there's a really intense red background with these characters standing in front of it. And these characters specifically look very helpless, very almost hopeless in this completely chaotic world where there's tears in reality almost surrounding them, and the red background is so incredibly ominous, and it's almost like they don't have a hope, like they don't have any hope, they don't have any choice but to you know, hold on to each other and just hope for the best, I guess, which is then when we see like this group of characters who I suspect the main group of characters that we follow have to fight. But I love the design so much. You know, the beginning, the guy with the blonde hair and the knight's armor, his character design isn't exactly unique. Like it looks very very like character that like you would see in another series, but his presentation and the way he holds himself is very stoic, and I do love that. You know, we've got this kind of white knight looking character, though I don't know if we could trust him, especially standing alongside this group of characters who have like really intense stares. I love the sword that this guy has on the right. It like I said, it reminds me of the Moonlight Greatsword, which you can find in pretty much any From Software game at this point. Almost like doing the almost doing the Ludwig the Accursed slash Ludwig the Holy Blade pose from Bloodborne DLC. If you know, you know. This guy looks so just from his like sharp features and the way he's clothed, he does not look like he can be trusted at all. Like he's giving very I'm gonna do what I want and you can't do anything about it vibes. I can't really back up what I'm saying. It's just like the vibes I'm getting from looking at him. But I love the way the guy on the left is drawn. Like, look at this oil painting look that this guy has. Like, it's so beautifully drawn. And he looks so intense. And he looks very sorrowful. And, you know, I want to know more about this guy too. Because he's very unlike anyone else that we see in this this ending. And then immediately we go to showing, you know, our main group of characters. It's kind of showing their personalities off, with Albedo just kind of being open and, you know, she's kind of inviting, and she's like right in the middle because, you know, she's an important character. And then we zoom up and we see like the silly twins, I think they are, kind of just being goofy. On the right we see like this guy, I don't know his name at all, but he's staring away from the camera, like he's almost got his back to us, because he's probably like this very to himself character, and he doesn't really get involved in a lot of the drama that's happening in the series, and he kind of stays to himself, and he's very mysterious. And then, you know, we see, I think her name is Shaltir. She's very playful looking and very creepy at the same time. Like those red eyes are very creepy looking, and I love her design. And she looks very why are you looking at me, like what are you gonna do? Like it's very fun design. But then we go to this guy right here who just looks sick. He looks badass, and I really do think if I was to check the series out, he might be my favorite, simply because I love the design so much, and I love his kind of like, yeah, I'm cool, what of it kind of look, and the way he holds himself. It's so cool. And then we immediately cut to our main character. We're panning all the way up, and, you know, we see him looking up, and it's like, oh, he's looking out towards something. But then we see him reaching up. He's reaching out, kind of almost like he's reaching for help, or he's reaching for something in particular. I don't really know what it is. Maybe it's freedom, I'm not sure, or liberation for his people. And then that's just taken immediately away from him as his hand gets shattered, and all hope for any of that is just taken away from him immediately. OXT provided a really great ending with this one. The song itself that OXT provided has so many moments of like almost like emotional quiet reflection, where it's showing characters, and you know, we get this like really slow emotional sounding instrumentation in the background with the voice coming through so beautifully. But then, you know, we do get those moments of almost chaos. You know, the music starts to swell and we start to feel like more intense as it's starting to show some of these characters who probably are very important and, you know, have a lot going on in these arcs. OXT did a great job here. And the song is called Silent Solitude, which I think is very fitting for this ending, especially. Oh my god, this ending especially. Silent Solitude, perfectly titled. And that was another great ending. Overlord, so far these endings have been phenomenal, and I'm really excited to check out ending number 4. I might have said opening 5 seconds ago, but I did mean ending. Endings. So we'll check out ending number 4 right now. I wonder if ending number 4 kind of goes back to tradition and it's Myth and ROID again for the ending. I'll be interested to find out if that's the case. So why don't we just get straight into this? This will be ending number 4 for Overlord. Oh shit. Look at the feathers again. Yep, that's been a very present symbol throughout every single one of these endings so far. Oh shit, look at that. Oh, I love it. Oh, this is beautiful. This is almost like the singer's voice is almost Dolores Reardon sounding. Holy shit. The singer's voice is stunning. And the artwork yet again is incredible. Oh shit, here we go. No Man's Dawn. Oh, it's beautiful. Go zoom in right in on her, and then we zoom out from him. Okay. This is beautiful. This ending, if you had told me this is the last season ever of Overlord and this was the ending, I would have thought this is very beautiful, very fitting, and very touching for a final ending. That was incredible. So yeah, the yet again, I love so much. The endings have all shared a common theme, and that is the artwork that is present. Whoever it is that is responsible for the artwork in these has done such a phenomenal job, and I'm so glad that I was able to check these out, because not only are they providing like great, really well done drawings, but the drawings and the art themselves are also telling so many stories, and they're giving us so many insights into these different characters, their goals, their passions, their personalities, and what they're all about, I guess. And I think that that's so beautifully done. This ending started with the main character. It showed him here, and then it ends with him as well. I think it's probably the same drawing, the same artwork, but you know, at the very beginning it's like kind of got this filter over it and it's not really showing us. I wonder then if that's kind of a clue that this ending itself is about his relationship with these others, because you know, it starts with him and it ends with him in the same exact way. So everything that happens in the middle of this ending could kind of be symbolizing the fact that he is envisioning his life and the way his relationships with these people that he's traveling with and that he's working with has developed, and the way that those bonds have grown and strengthened over time. You know, like we see more symbolism of these feathers like kind of floating through the air, kind of like I think when it's showing feathers falling kind of to the ground, it's pretty symbolic obviously of the fact that, you know, there is no freedom, because it's like the wings have been cut and the feathers, which should be, you know, flying in the sky, are being brought down to earth. If they're flowing in the air and they're not going in a direction, then it's kind of, you know, aimless. Like there's no aim, there's no direction, and there's no structure, I guess, to what they're trying to do. And like the symbols like these, which have been present in every ending I think so far, kind of cement and solidify that kind of imagery and that kind of symbolism, showing these I think they're twins, but in these images, like, I can't tell if this one here on the right looks older than the one that we saw on the left, but you know, they look like fun characters still. This one on the right maybe is a little more serious than the one that we saw 2 seconds ago. This guy right here, I remember seeing him in openings and I thought his armor design was sick, but he looks so cold here, and that's not only just because the colors that are used are very cold looking, but you know, he also looks very badass. And I love his design still, and I love the way these colors are used to represent him. Then we see this guy who looks like a proper gentleman, yet again not looking at us whatsoever. This guy does not look at the camera. He is very like, I'm gonna do my thing, I'm gonna just look past you guys. I don't know if it's because he's awkward or if it's because, you know, like I mentioned during ending 3, he kind of is mysterious, and if he was to look at the camera, it would almost be like an invitation to kind of look at him and to kind of analyze him. But he's not giving us that. He's looking past us, he's looking away from us, and he's looking down. And I think from what I've seen of him so far in openings and endings, it's very fitting for the character that I imagine he has. This guy, still, real cool badass. Love him so much. I want to know more about this guy. This guy's sick. This guy's my favorite. I love him so much. I love his style. I love his gimmick. I love how he just presents himself and holds himself. Like, look at that lean right there. Oh, is he leaning on, like, is that the skeleton's hand? I never noticed that. That's kind of interesting. So I wonder if he's kind of like, are they all being held up by the skeleton's hand? Let me see. No, I don't believe so. But I wonder if this is kind of a telling us that he's being used by the main character. I'm not sure how to interpret this right here with kind of like the bony structure coming up, or maybe that's a tail. Maybe he has a tail and that's what I'm seeing right here, and I'm just completely reading into things way too much. But yeah, this like lighting, this artwork is so beautiful for him. The, you know, fact that he's wearing shades like glasses that we can't see his eyes. You know, he's so mysterious, he's so badass. But then, you know, we get a character like this immediately after who's inviting us to look at her and inviting us to, you know, analyze her and her character. And she has a great design. And yeah, I love it so much. I love that, you know, we get to see the characters' personalities throughout this ending and all the endings. And yeah, I think that these endings have been so fun to check out. Great job to every artist that performed these songs. This song was so stunningly beautiful. I think I mentioned earlier that the singer's voice was reminding me of Dolores Riordan, who is the singer for the Cranberries. It sounds very like it's a voice that I'm obviously very familiar with, because, you know, I do come from Ireland and she is an Irish artist, and the Cranberries are an Irish group, and you know, that kind of sound to her voice was very Celtic sounding, and I thought that it was so beautiful, and it came in so perfectly. It hit so many emotional notes. There were so many times during this ending that I was feeling myself like really focusing on the sound of her voice, and, you know, delivering a performance that was very emotional and very powerful. And I think she did a great job with her this voice. The instrumentation as well, we get so many times where it's kind of like building up and there's some sort of payoff, and then it's kind of like it slows down a little, but then, you know, there's these real big powerful moments where all the instruments kind of kick in together, build up, and the whole band just starts to really jam out, and it starts to feel really important. And I'm wondering then if the lyrics are kind of reflective of that fact, and the lyrics kind of give us a story during this ending. This was an absolute masterful ending yet again. Every ending that we checked out here today was so masterful, so beautiful, and so fun to check out. And I'm really glad that we were able to do this today, because these Overlord endings have seriously blown me away. And now I've got the difficult task of you know, I'm not going to do it in this video because I don't want to like take too much time. Now I have the difficult task of deciding whether I prefer the endings or the openings. So, you know, it's so incredible that the openings and endings were both so amazing that there's this kind of question now of, well, which were better, the openings or the endings? Like when a series can really do that, you know they've done something well. And if I was wearing a hat, I'd be tipping my hat to these people because holy shit, these were amazing. But yeah, I think that's going to do it for me for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and check out some of the other videos on the channel. I will be back with more reaction content on this channel. I have a Twitter where I tend to post updates for videos coming out, when I'm going to be streaming, etc. So, you know, follow that. The link is in the description below. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I will be sure to see you guys in the next video. So take care and have a great day.